Hi everybody, it's me, Charles Norm from Sports Solutions LLC, the creators of the AthleticSOS software technology. And it is a software platform that allows you, if you're trying to get an athletic scholarship, will take your academic information, the sport you play, the level you can participate, and we'll show you all the schools you qualify to attend. And so in this one, I'm getting a lot of pushback for things that I'm not even quite sure that I meant it in the way, and I want to clear some things up. So the big one I'm getting this time is I talk about inside of our software, when you do your searches, we show you the schools that you're academically qualified to attend, like I mentioned earlier, but we also categorize them where you're the most likely to academically qualify to be accepted in that school. And then we have a middle layer, and then we have the one where you're in the bottom layer, but you still qualify. And then we have a section that shows all the schools that don't use the SAT and the ACT as a requirement to get into that school. And so I think I mentioned in one of the videos that you should go ahead and take the ACT and SAT anyway, even though more and more schools, because we're doing our update for spring for the software so that we stay current, we do it in the spring and we do another one in the summertime. And so I was just telling you guys, go ahead and take the ACT and SAT anyway. And the reason I said that is because you want to set yourself apart from the people who won't take it, who didn't take it, who people that see a shortcut. Why should I go through all of this when a lot of the schools aren't even requiring it, and then I can save myself that time? We don't want to be those people. That's kind of what I said in the video. And so I got a lot of pushback from that, but I've noticed now that I'm getting a lot of pushback for a lot of things I said. The stuff that I talked about with the student loan forgiveness, when I said I don't think they're going to do it, and then I got a lot of pushback for that. And it's not that I don't, they won't do it. It's more the idea that you shouldn't be expecting something to happen. And then my whole argument was, don't get into debt. And you as an athlete, I want you to go get the athletic scholarship because that will eliminate some of the debt you're going to have. So that was a pushback. And then one of the videos, I talked a little bit about not making the team, that you didn't make varsity, or you're not a starter, or the coach is not being fair, or things like that are going on. And I said, you have to figure something out. So if you're not having a good time on your high school team, then make sure you get with a traveling club team that's going to allow you to play the way you play. That's what we were talking about, is that they're not letting you be you, right? Whatever you do really well, the coach needs you to do something else, and it's kind of locking you down a little bit. Well, go and do a travel club team. Go and get into a showcase or a combine, or get a trainer, somebody that gets you ready for what you want to do better, so you can showcase that in some way. And so all of these things boil down to one thing. You have to elevate you. And the one thing I'm learning from all of this sort of feedback, and you guys can always write to me at info@athleticsos.com. And I have a team now that reads through all of those, and they love to send me the ones where you guys are coming at me a little bit. And it's okay, I get it. But here's the one thing that I've taken away from everything. You only have to really elevate yourself a little to, I think, have a really great life. I mean that in every single way. So what I want you guys to do, if you're going to do it, use AthleticSOS if you're not going to elevate or not. You just want to get an athletic scholarship. It's absolutely no cost, right? But what I'm trying to get are people that want to come in and say, hey, I'm going to work a little bit harder than everybody else. And I'm part of what we call a mastermind. It's a business mastermind. A bunch of us get together. We get together twice a month, and we talk about where we are. We kind of keep each other in check, right? Are you moving forward? Are you doing what you said you were going to do a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago? What's the progress on that? And so the person who started, and we pay money to be a part of this group, believe it or not, but I think it's worth it. And so we had a new member come on a couple of weeks ago, and we were on the call, and the person was saying, well, you know, I tried to go get a loan, and they won't give me a loan. And one thing I know about banks are that if you need the money, you can't get it, right? If you don't need it, they can't wait to give you money. And so things are tightening up a little bit in the economy, and they were unable to get the loan that they needed, or for the amount that they needed. And so the guy who runs the mastermind just asked a simple question. All he said was, well, what can you do right now? And so that's the real thing, I think, as far as life and moving forward on stuff, is what can you do at this moment to fix whatever problem, however small it is, take that first step. But for the people that are part of AthleticSOS, one of the things I want you guys to do, because we're going into the springtime now, right? And some of you guys play spring sports, and I know a lot of the football players and basketball players in this area, and a lot of the fall and winter athletes are going to be part of the track team. I think that's a great idea. Keep yourself, learn different movements and things like that, but just keep yourself moving and motivated and part of a group and doing something that keeps you kind of going. But what I want you guys to start doing, I want you to think about where am I going to play at the collegiate level? Forget where I am now. Where am I going to play at the collegiate level? Or what do I need to do to become a starter on varsity or to make varsity? Whatever that is, you're going to start doing it. You're going to go start doing your workouts, right, in the morning. So if you're working with a trainer or somebody, when you're done with that trainer, do you go back the next day and the next day and the next day and keep moving forward? Or do you wait till your next training session? Because that's what most people do. Hey, I got this trainer. We're paying for them. They're going to help me out. So I'm going to come back the next week and be ready to go. But no, go get up the next morning and do something else. And then what do you need to work on as an individual with your nutrition? What do you need to do with your grooming? What do you need to do with your social awareness? And when you're working with people and talking with people, who is in your group? Start cultivating your own group of people that you're going to hang around. They're going to keep you on top of what you're supposed to be doing, and you can help lift them up too. So back to what I was saying earlier. You elevate you, but I also want you guys from AthleticSOS, if you're going to use it and you're going to be part of what we're trying to do, because I'm about to expand out myself. I'm holding myself to the same theory here. I want you guys to help elevate somebody else too. I want you to bring somebody else to this fold, to this line of thinking where, hey, we're going to have this, and I tell this to all my nieces and nephews, we want you to have a great life. We want you to do whatever it takes, and it's going to be a little bit harder work to have a great life, so you can help everybody else that doesn't want to do that extra work. At least they can have a good life. And so you're going to be the person that's going to facilitate a lot of that. And you're going to do that by doing things out of the ordinary to get yourself to where the world is a wonderous place. And I don't know how to tell people that, because I did the same thing you guys are doing right now. I went to school, I got a great job, I raised my family. Everything felt right, but it felt wrong for me. And I always tried little entrepreneurial things in between, but I never wanted to bother anybody else, right? I was just doing it for myself. But I learned since I retired, as I got later in my life, I realized what I was doing wrong was I didn't have a network of people to do it with. Some people that can help you out and keep you moving forward, because it feels lonely at first when you're trying to go the extra mile, when you're trying to do the extra thing. But if you just do a little bit more, I'm going to tell you guys, I can't emphasize this enough. There is an amazing world out here full of great, wonderful people that want to do the exact same thing you want to do. And you're going to be scared at first. It's going to feel awkward to you, right? Because you're stepping outside of the box, outside of your comfort zone. But once you do it a few times, that gets normal, and then you're going to want more, and you're going to want more. And you guys as athletes understand that. Sometimes you're scared to death. You get out there and you just don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to embarrass yourself. You don't want to make something go wrong for the team or for you as an individual, because everybody's watching you. But once you've done it for a little while, you want to go to the next level and the next level and the next level. And that's why you guys have an advantage. You guys have a talent. I think everybody has a talent, but most people never find what theirs is. But you have a talent in athletics that can allow you to influence other people. And so this is people look up to artists and the creatives in the world because it feels foreign to them, because they can't just do it. And you don't even think of it as that big of a deal. You know you can do it, but it's not hard to you. It comes easy to you. And everybody has this in some fashion, but most people never find it, but you found yours. So you guys have that level, but I want you guys to take it to the next level and the next level and the next level. So you elevate you. And then once you get that going, you're going to turn around and find some other people that are trying to elevate also, and you're going to get with them because you're going to need that support system. And then I want you guys to turn around and elevate others and bring others up to your level and explain to them why you're doing what you're doing and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I just wanted to do that. And for all of you guys, for everything that you guys are going through in life, I get it. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world that doesn't seem fair, that all of these, there are unnecessary things in your life that are bringing you down or keeping you where you are at this moment. But I do want you to look at it and step back away from yourself for a minute and say, okay, well, what can I do? How do I can't fix that. These guys have us, whatever's going on in the world, I'm not overcoming that part. But what can I do? What can I do for somebody else? And look at it that way. It'll make a big difference. But in no way, in no meaning, do I mean to diminish whatever you're going through in your life. I get it. There's a lot of stuff that's just unfair in the world. And I've said that over and over and over again. But what are you going to do about it? That's the only thing that I'm bringing up. And I just want this next level of young people, especially these young athletes, to say to themselves, okay, I got to go follow some of the rules. You know, society has rules if you want to make it in life. But I'm also going to jump over that a little bit too. I'm going to follow those, but I'm going to carve my own path also. And that path, I want to be an elevated path. And I think you guys can get there. And you don't have to do that much. I'm realizing that by some of the emails that I'm getting and some of the feedback that I'm getting, that and I'm not trying to run anybody's life or tell them what they have to do. I'm just throwing this out there as an alternative to taking it on the chin so much. All right, guys, let me get off my soapbox here. I apologize to you guys. Athletes, figure out what you're going to do from the spring into the summer. We had one of the kids up here where we are had a chance to go try out for a local team, but he wants to try out for the national version of the team. And we were trying to tell him, well, just do both, right? Find out what the local team is doing, because those are people in your local area. Maybe it's not as good as the national team, but do both tryouts and then make a decision after that. Don't have to do one or the other. Just do them both. Yeah, you got to make 2 trips now instead of 1. Yes, you have to get ready, and one may be a waste of your time, but you don't know that until you go there. Put yourself in the room and then find out where it comes. Don't let somebody from the outside say, oh, that's not worth it, or that's not going to do you any good. Go, show up, find out what's going on, and then you make a decision. Don't let it, because everybody's got an opinion on how you should move in the world based on what they see from you, your talent, whatever's going on. But you don't know who you're going to meet in that room. You don't know how that will change your viewpoint on what's going on. Get yourself in the room. So anyway, okay, back off my soapbox. You guys, best of luck to you in everything you do. You can use AthleticSOS. There is no cost to use the software. There's no tricks. I don't have anything in there that's going to, I'm going to come in and do something with your data or something like that. I'm asking you guys to trust me. I get that, because who do you trust on the internet? But the software is no cost. Look down below. I give you a code. I tell you how to use the code. Go ahead and use the code. Sign up for yourself. Start using the software. Find all of the schools you academically qualify to attend that have your sport at the level you can participate at the collegiate level. And then you're going to work from there. And there's some lessons in there that we tell you about if you need to do it on your own, if you have help. All of those things are already in there. And that's all we're trying to do. But I'm really, really, really trying to do is get you guys to think a different way, to think at an elevated level, and you're going to elevate yourself, and you guys are going to be the leaders of the future, and you guys are going to have this great life, and you're going to have it because you went a little bit out of the ordinary. All right, guys, talk to you later. Best of luck to you.